that song with one of my friends in Philadelphia. Let's go back to when I was a student there at the University of Pennsylvania. Back in 1998. You know, while I was in school, I still had a dream of being right here, right where I am with you tonight. So you're my dream come true, Berkeley. I'm so grateful to be with you tonight. Really is a dream come true. But sometimes our dreams get deferred. Sometimes we get told no, we get disappointed, we get rejected. But those who win in these competitive businesses that we're in, when we get told no, we just keep going. We keep trying, we keep learning, we keep trying to improve ourselves. We persevere, we persist. I got turned down by every major record label. Every single one. Some of them multiple times, even the one I'm signed to right now. Everybody makes mistakes. But my first big break, let's go back to 1998. I was a student at Penn and on the weekends I would go up to Scranton, Pennsylvania. The home of Michael Scott, you know Scranton, Pennsylvania. I played at a church up there on the weekends, and one of my choir members, she had gone to school with Miss Lauryn Hill. And Miss Hill was working on the miseducation of Lauryn Hill at the time, her debut solo album. My friend brought me to the studio to meet her and had me play a couple songs for her. Miss Hill was like, why don't you play on this song we're working on right now? So I started playing, I said, everything is everything, you guys remember that one? I went back to school my senior year, and my claim to fame that I was on everybody's favorite album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, on track 13. People started calling me track 13, I talked about it so much. And I just knew my big break as a solo artist would be right around the corner. But sometimes our dreams take detours too, you know. My detour was as a management consultant. Yes, believe it or not. I worked as a management consultant for 3 years out of college. And if you don't know what that means, it's a lot of PowerPoint presentations and Excel spreadsheets. Very, very sexy work, Berkeley. But at night, while I had that day job, I was still making music. I would play gigs around New York City and Philadelphia and DC. I would record and write with my friends in the studio. One of my shows was at a place in Harlem called Jimmy's Uptown. And one of the people in the audience had been invited by his cousin, who happened to be my roommate. That guy's name was Kanye West. You guys know Kanye West. He had just moved from Chicago, and my roommate said, you gotta meet my cousin, he's an up-and-coming producer, and you guys should collaborate. And I didn't know he was also going to be a rapper too. But he was working on his demo, which eventually became The College Dropout. And I was working on my demo, which eventually became Get Lifted. We helped each other. He would give me beats for my demo, and he would have me sing on some of the records he was making for College Dropout. When it comes to being true, at least true to me. One thing I found, oh, you never let me down. When it comes to being true, at least true to me. One thing I found, oh, you never let me down. You remember that one? He brought me in with Slum Village. I'm calling out to all you're my ladies, and I can't let you be with no one but me, baby. Remember that? Sound good? He brought me in with Alicia Keys too. That was me singing backgrounds on You Don't Know My Name. In the meantime, I was still working on my demo, which became my debut album. I had the same manager as the Black Eyed Peas at the time. He connected me with Will.I.Am. Our first song we wrote together was stealing moments just to be with you. Though it's wrong, it's hard to tell the truth. Oh no, she don't have to know. She don't have to know. Remember that one? She don't have to know. It's about cheating. I had a couple songs about cheating on Get Lifted. I got into some trouble about that. I'm a reformed man now, you know. Another song I wrote with Will.I.Am was originally intended as a hip-hop song for the Black Eyed Peas. He brought me in to write hooks for them. He played a beat that spit up bones in my casino. Feel my bones and baby bone. Swim my bones and let me people. You see, I mumble songs before I figure out what I'm going to write in the lyric. So I'm just singing melodies that make no sense until I figure out what I want to say.